Good day, this is the Professopher, CBMD PhD, and today's Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. It is 3:58 and 17 seconds, a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and today's research, Pre-Eclampsia, so let's hop to it here. Has Pre-Eclampsia linked with fourfold higher risk of heart attack in decades after delivery? Date January 26, 2023. Source: European Society of Cardiology. As women with preeclampsia have higher likelihood of heart attack and stroke than their peers, with just 7 years of delivery, with risk remaining elevated more than 20 years later. The scientific researchers say the high risk of cardiovascular disease after preeclampsia manifests at young ages and early after delivery, and this indicates that interventions to prevent heart attacks and strokes in affected women do not wait until middle age when they become eligible for conventional cardiovascular screening programs. As preeclampsia affects up to 8% of pregnancies worldwide, medical signs are high blood pressure and protein in the urine, which develop after 20 weeks of pregnancy or soon after delivery. The symptoms include severe headache, stomach pain, and nausea. Women may mistake these for normal pregnancy symptoms and thus not seek medical help until the condition becomes severe. As most cases are mild, but preeclampsia may lead to serious complications for the mother and baby if not treated in time. It is well established that preeclampsia predisposes women to an elevated likelihood of cardiovascular disease later in life. And this was the first study to examine how soon after pregnancy these heart attacks and strokes manifest and the magnitude of risk in different age groups. National registers were used to identify all pregnant women in Denmark between 1978 and 2017. Women were grouped into those with one or more pregnancies complicated by a preeclampsia and those with no preeclampsia. The participants were free of cardiovascular disease before pregnancy and were followed for a maximum of 39 years for heart attack and stroke. And this allows us to evaluate exactly when cardiovascular disease occurs in women with and without preeclampsia and to estimate risk in different age groups and at various durations of follow-up. And the study included 1,157,666 women, up to 2% of those with preeclampsia in their first pregnancy had a heart attack or stroke within 2 decades of delivery, compared to up to 1.2% of unaffected women. The differences in risk become apparent 7 years after delivery, a 2% incidence of acute myocardial infarction and ischemic stroke should not be accepted as a cause of pregnancy complicated by preeclampsia, as particularly considering the young age of these women when they fall ill below 50 years of age, states the scientific research papers. Overall, women with preeclampsia were 4 times more likely to have a heart attack and 3 times more likely to have a stroke within 10 years of delivery than those without preeclampsia. The risk of heart attack or stroke was still twice as high in the preeclampsia group more than 20 years after giving birth compared to unaffected women. Women are often in contact with the healthcare system during and immediately after pregnancy, providing a window of opportunity to identify those at increased risk of cardiovascular disease. The number of women with previous preeclampsia is large, and routine follow-up could last years or even decades. The study suggests that the women most likely to benefit from screening are those who had preeclampsia after age 35 and those who had it more than once. As prevention should start within a decade of delivery, for example, by treating high blood pressure and informing women about risk factors for heart disease, such as smoking and inactivity. And this is the Professor of Microbiology, Bioinformatics, and Pathophysiology. This video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day.